Good morning, everyone. There's a quotation that says, if you want to know the value of a year, ask a student who failed the semester. If you want to know the value of a month, ask a mother who gave birth to a premature baby. If you want to know the value of a week, ask the editor of a weekly newspaper. If you want to know the value of a day, I forgot who you're supposed to ask. Maybe we'll get back to it. If you want to know the value of an hour, if you want to know the value of an hour, ask. Again, I forgot. If you want to know the value of a minute, ask someone who missed the bus by a minute. If you want to know the value of a second, ask someone who escaped an accident by a split second. And if you want to know the value of a millisecond, ask someone who won a silver medal in the Olympics. We have a phrase in our society that says time is money. But the truth is time is much more valuable than money. Because money, if you lose money, you could always regain it. But if you lose time, it's impossible to regain that time. And you know, there are courses that people take about time management. In this week's parsha, we have a commandment to manage our time. One of the sections of this week's Torah portion is known as Parshat HaMoadim, the section dealing with all the Jewish festivals. And in the middle of the section dealing with the festivals, we're given the commandment to count the 49 days from the holiday of Pesach to the holiday of Shavuos, as we're doing now, the counting of the Omer. And today's the 29th day of the Omer, which means we have 20 more days till Shavuos. And the message of Sfiras Omer is not just for these 49 days. The message is that we have an allotted amount of time in this world, and we have to maximize our time and utilize it properly and make sure that every day counts, that every day has to be accomplishments. And one should not procrastinate and delay things, as it says in Pirkei Avos, in Lo Achshav Emasai, if not now then when, or as it says in Pirkei Avot, don't say L'chshe'efna eshna, when I have time I'll study Torah, because maybe the time will not come, you won't be able to find the time, so don't procrastinate. And so the mitzvah of Sfirat HaOmer is all about managing every day of our lives and utilizing the time properly. There's a story, a mashal given by the Chafetz Chaim, and he said, life is like a postcard. Chafetz Chaim time, I guess they used postcards. So he said, life is like a postcard. Why is life like a postcard? He says, if you ever written a postcard, I'm sure you remember writing postcards, maybe when you were in summer camp or something. So you start off with big letters. Halfway through, you realize you don't have enough space to write everything you want, so you start writing smaller letters. At the end of the postcard, you're cramming these tiny little letters into the space. And the Chafetz Chaim said that's the way life is. We start off life carefree. I'm young, I got all the time in the world to do to fulfill my dreams. So we squander time, we don't utilize the space of time properly. Midlife, you heard of midlife crises, people go, uh-oh, I'm already midlife, I can't believe it, I better start focusing on what I want to accomplish because time is running out. And then unfortunately when you get to the older years, you look and you say, uh-oh, I didn't get to do everything I wanted to do, and you start cramming and using every inch of space. But the Chafetz Chaim says the wise person in the beginning of the postcard realizes, I only have limited space, I better use my space properly, not waste any time. Time is the most precious commodity we have. We used to have a member of our shul, his name is Dr. Edward Steinberg of blessed memory, and he always used to love to say the following quote. He says, yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. Today is a gift from God. And that's why it's called the present. Today is the day we have in front of us, and the mitzvah of Sfiras HaOmer says, God gave you today. What are you going to do today? How are you going to utilize today? Because whatever you could do today, don't delay or push off for tomorrow.